Gotta hand it to Marvel on this one. This is the first superhero trailer that made me get weird Superman vibes, except it's not a movie about Superman. Other than that, I really like the weirdness that mixes well with what seems like a movie that is actually taking the subject matter seriously. I mean, as serious as a Marvel movie can get. From a crash landing into a blockbuster to punching a granny in the face, you almost feel like the last 10 seconds isn't for investors in the far left collectively jizzing their pants over a clever word transition. But we can't ruin the fun, and this looks like a lot of fun that hopefully doesn't feel as tired as the formula the last five Marvel movies were, minus Infinity War, have been copying. But then again, Doctor Strange was pretty good.
Somewhere in the DC universe, I'm almost sure Robin is saying something like this to Batman. Holy Me Too movement, Batman. Captain Marvel is a woman. I'm just gonna let that one hang right there for you. This is something that is unprecedented, something that's different, something that's cool. Marvel has made Captain Marvel into a woman. In the blink of an eye, Thanos snapped his fingers and everything disappeared. But before everything could disappear, Samuel Jackson hit the mother effing button. And that's all we knew until we got this trailer as of last week. And this is almost a story from how S.H.I.E.L.D. started and how Samuel Jackson found Captain Marvel, which is also a woman. So this is actually really exciting because it's the story of how S.H.I.E.L.D. started. It's the story of the first superhero that wasn't Captain America. It's the story of the first superhero that Samuel Jackson discovered. And now we just have this whole plethora of superheroes that just came after this superhero. But now we get to learn about Captain Marvel, her story, her backstory, and everything about her. And why she fell into an empty blockbuster. So this is going to be something to, no pun intended, marvel at. I can't wait till it comes out next year in 2019. Go see it as soon as it comes out. I think this is going to sell a lot of female costumes, and girls everywhere are going to be Captain Marvel for Halloween. So, can't wait to see how trashy those costumes look. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about this. Go Captain Marvel.
I may be a mean one, but the third trailer for Illumination Studios' The Grinch is a bit less grating than the last two. Although an adaptation of a beloved children's Christmas book is like printing easy money, the animation still feels a bit uninspired. When it's not a Ruby Goldberg machine or easy points for hashtag cuteness or hashtag simplicity, our ears get to enjoy a Grinch theme song as a rap and really familiar dialogue. Even if this adaptation is nothing new, it is harmless, light holiday entertainment that I will probably forget because I love Jim Carrey's The Grinch too much. And that's because I have no taste when someone performs their ass off in a green rug of a costume.
We have How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And not the one that you're used to, not the Jim Carrey version, because apparently that wasn't good enough. To me, that was great. It was perfection. It was everything you wanted in like a children's movie, and also something adults could enjoy when they took their kids to see the movie. But it's 2018, and with the help of Illumination, who the company who did the first Despicable Me, we have the Grinch. So he's being voiced by Benedict Cumberbatch, also known as Doctor Strange, also known as the man who disappeared because Thanos snapped his fingers. But yeah, to me, if you ask me, anything from Jim Carrey is definitely a step down. An animation was definitely not necessary, especially when we had the perfect cartoon version with the perfect song to go along with it. Call me old school, but I don't think this is going to be great at all.
Stan and Ollie is a biographical film that takes the famous 1920s slapstick act Laurel and Hardy and shows their dramatic final years on a comedy tour. This trailer really makes me realize how underrated of an actor John C. Reilly is. I mean, if it isn't Step Brothers or Talladega Nights, no one really has seen the kind of range and brilliance he has in the characters he portrays, and fitting the role of Oliver Hardy almost made me forget that Steve Coogan was going to be in this. Although the film looks to be meeting the checklist of Oscar bait, it seems the direction and performance will make this one of the better feel-good movies of the year.
Before the days of Michael Bay, before Tom Cruise was ever on a mission that was impossible for him to complete, in order to be entertained, you had to go to an auditorium and watch live theater up close. We had stars like Charlie Chaplin, Abbott and Costello, and of course, the people that we're going to be talking about today, Laurel and Hardy. Laurel and Hardy, Charlie Chaplin, Abbott and Costello are probably the godfathers of slapstick comedy. Brendan, if you could put up the definition of slapstick comedy for me, so everyone knows what it is. I'll give a brief definition of it. Slapstick comedy is more physical comedy. I'm almost sure Laurel and Hardy and people like the Three Stooges probably inspired people like Dick Van Dyke, John Ritter, Jim Carrey, and lots more. This movie comes out October 21st, 2018. I'm excited about it. It takes a look back on the 30s and slapstick comedy and theatrical comedy in general that was being done by Laurel and Hardy, and it takes you inside their lives and how they met. Casting has been done really well on this, so I'm pretty excited to see what happens when it comes out and the credit that it's going to receive.